Hey folks, it's Teresa from Stringfield Ridge Farm. We're gonna go out here and see what Lee is working on. So it's basically been free. Some of it's used, some of it's new, but it's pretty much a free project. And so we're gonna go check it out. So first off, let me show you our greenhouse. We've had this greenhouse for about 3 years now. Lee built it for just under $300. We have a video on that. I'll post that in the description below. And anyway, so there's our greenhouse we've had for about 3 years. We did have a few little problems with it we've had to fix over that time. And the plastic has a few holes in it, but it has not affected how warm it gets. It is kind of on the wrong side of this shed here. It doesn't get as much sun as it should, but it works. It still gets hot, and we have started lots of plants in there, and it does fine, really, but it should be on the sunny side of this shed, and it's not. It gets some shade, so, but it has still served us well. And I want to show that real quick, because I want to show you how good of a little greenhouse this is. So I've got some plants going in here now, and some big pots. This is stuff that I dug out of the ground last year and brought in here to overwinter some things. And then I've got all my empty pots and my pot and soil and fertilizer and things like that in here. So now he did build those slats. I love the shelving because it's got those slats there. Whoops. And the dirt falls right through, or water or whatever. And so I love this greenhouse. It's been a great little greenhouse, and we will still utilize it. I use it kind of for a potting shed as well as a greenhouse. So I just love this little greenhouse. But let me show you what Lee is working on around here. The chickens have dug the compost all out. Anyway, all right. This is our new greenhouse that Lee has been putting up all day long. After church this morning, he'd already had the frame up, and then after church he started putting on the plastic. Now, this frame was a frame that Buddy and Lippy over at Miss Lippy's, used to be formerly Gemini Homestead, Miss Lippy's. Buddy and Lippy gave us this frame because they brought it up here to Kentucky when they moved up here, and they never did get it put together. They had it in Louisiana, and they had a storm that blew it down and messed it up, and they brought the frame with them up here to Kentucky, and never did get it fixed. So when they were moving back to Louisiana, they left the frame for us. Now, so that's the frame. The frame was free from Buddy and Lippy. Now, then we went to a house that was being abandoned and auctioned off, and they were throwing away a lot of the things that were in the old house. And this plastic is one of the things that was about to be thrown away. It was too big for this frame. It was never used. It was brand new in the packaging, greenhouse plastic. It was for a bigger greenhouse than this. So you can see the scrap over there that he had to cut off of it. All right. Now, he cut that much off, some off on each side, and then he took and made a wooden framework. He made wood frame on each side to sturdy it. He also put T-posts in there to sturdy it and hold it down. And then he took this plastic and cut some off. And then he took, y'all, and stapled it down to this wooden frame all the way around so that it fits snug. And it looks like it was just made for this. Even though he cut that much off, the way he done it, it looks like it was made perfect for this. So keep that in mind. If you come across any free stuff like that, you might can just jerry-rig and make it work. And that's what Lee has done here, and he has done a great job. Look how tight he took and folded that down and stapled it to that wood frame he done. And it fits good and snug all the way around. And then it's still got the little side panels. The little side windows would have been up higher on a bigger frame, but those are fine. At least we've got them. At least we've got airflow all the way through like that. Now, they ideally should have been up higher, but I think he done a wonderful, wonderful job here. And then I'll show you inside what he's done. Here's those boards from the inside. It's just some old boards that he had from an old playhouse.
Show my duct tape.
Don't show the duct tape, he said. Okay, yeah, we got duct tape going on, but that's all right. It works. Yeah,
it looks better from the outside.
Well, I just wanted to show that they were old boards that we utilized. Some old boards. Old boards and duct tape. You just never know what you can do with that. We got this landscape fabric that was at the dollar store for $5 a roll. I got it a couple of years ago on sale at the end of the year for 50 cents a roll. I think I got like 4 of them. So he put that down in here. So there you go. I have a nice little greenhouse for really 50 cents a roll. That'd be $1.50 to use 3. $1.50, and then the staples. He did buy the staples.
Staples like $4.
He did buy those. That was $4, but there's plenty left. There's a whole lot left. We'll use that for a long time. Anyway, there you go. So we have a nice little greenhouse for what, about $3?
Under $8.
Well, I wouldn't count all the staples because you got a bunch of staples left.
But I ended up having to use screws for the boards.
Oh, screws for the boards. Okay. Yeah. Well, if you counted the boards, it would be a little more. But we didn't have to count the boards because we had them free too. Yeah. Refurbished. Refurbished boards that we didn't buy to begin with. So you've got some screws in it, and then $1.50 on the landscape fabric. Mm-hmm. And I have a couple of shelving units that I already had that are in my shed that I can put in there for shelving units. So there you go. A nice greenhouse, cheap, because we refurbished and reused and got for free. So there you go. Keep your eye out. What? Things are looking up on Stringfield Ridge Farm, he said. But anyway, my point is, watch for used stuff that somebody might give you for free, or you might find it somewhere for free, and you just never know when you can make something really, really useful out of some free or cheap materials that you can get. So there you go. I'm happy as I can be. So a lot of the plants will now go in this greenhouse as long as it lasts. And I can use the other one for a potting shed and garden shed. And this one is over here on this side.
On the south side.
On the south side, so that it will get more sun. And it is right beside my raised beds. There's my raised beds down through there. Lee's big garden is right up there behind that old chicken coop. And then right here's the rabbits and the compost bins. And my old greenhouse is right there on the other side of that. So we're right here all together. Awesome.
Wonderful.
So thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and watch us on Friday nights at 7 Central Time.
Tracy said I done good this time. Said I done good.
He did good. He did good.